UT Martin head coach Jason Simpson, Skyhawks locked up at least a share of the Big South OVC championship, their third straight conference crown with a win against SEMO. They are done with association play, 8-2 overall. They're at Sanford this weekend. So thoughts on your team, coach, and then we'll go to some questions.
Oh, great. Obviously, proud of the win, proud of the kids of how they, prepared during the week and then performed on Saturday. Sometimes it can be, you have certain expectations, and sometimes it almost feels like, it's a relief when it's a relief when you play well instead of a satisfaction when you play well. And, I think there's sometimes that we run into that the last couple of years, especially on the road, especially from the standpoint of, just trying to play well enough to get a win. And that's hard. You run into some problems. We've had some tough games in overtime and stuff, and maybe we didn't play as well as we're capable of playing. So we're really proud of the coaching staff and the team to be able to, know what was at stake, know the opportunity that you have in front of you. And this team did a nice job of preparing, being focused. Unfortunate, good play by their DB, pick 6, and you're down 7. And, the team didn't let that, the Turum didn't let that, fall back 20-7 lead at halftime, and then, kept it going. So proud of that, very joyful time to watch them, celebrate at the end of the game, celebrate, 3 times in a row. A lot of these kids, O'Shea, Dot, Gavin Olson, Lamar Morgan, guys have been playing here for several years, have a season of significance, of something to be remembered here at UT Martin that they were a part of. So, very proud of that.
3 in a row. When you took over the program, some people might say that it'd be hard to believe that one day you all would win 3 conference championships in a row. Can you just talk about that feeling of where it doesn't happen all the time too, what you were sort of saying?
No, you're right, Kyle. Obviously that was our intent. That was our goal. That was our dream. But, it is hard. It is hard. To be honest with you, the first one was probably, I won't say easier, okay, but it's just a different mindset. And then to continue to stay hungry and to, compete and stay in the top of the league. Those are a different set of challenges compared to, winning the one back in 06. So, we by no means have cornered the market or anything like that. Okay. We've just been very blessed to have, good players and good coaches and community and administration have helped us along the way. And, hopefully we can get to play some more football. This team, I think, deserves to have an opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament. And I can stand on that soapbox for a long time.
Ask you more about that in just a sec. I want to ask about your rushing game, and everybody knows Sam Franklin now, what he's done, but Narkel, 147 yards, had some big plays for you, and I know that offensive line makes those opportunities for those guys.
No, you're 100% right. Very proud of that offensive line. They've been fun to watch all year. Coach Bannon, our offensive line coach and offensive coordinator. That group's been consistent. They take a lot of pride. I'm very proud of the way they practice. I thought Lamar Morgan played really, really well, really physical. And then, Sam's had a great year. He's been banged up still. He's still not 100%, but for Narkel to get in there, that was a big run for us. That was a big kind of change the momentum of the game. To have 2 backs over 100 yards, against a quality rush defense, that was big for us. So very, very proud of those guys. They'll need to continue to do it going forward.
Let's talk about your opponent. Non-conference game the last week, Sanford, a coach you're familiar with, so you know that style from his days at Murray State. So what have you seen from them?
Well, obviously, been concentrating a lot more on their defense. Chris Boone, their defense coordinator, used to be here with us for 5 years, did a great job, and consider him a friend, him and his family, of my family, and so he does a very good job. Brandon Cooper's on their staff. He played here for us and coached here for us. So, they do a really good job with their defense and kind of bend, don't break, and you have to be patient, and so they do a nice job. And then, gone against Hatch multiple times over the years, and we were fortunate enough to get the win in 21 when they came up here. Now we got to return the game at home. You look at them, their 4 losses in their conference against quality teams that, are in the playoff hunt as well, with Mercer, Chattanooga, Furman, and Western Carolina. Okay, so that's a tough road there. So quality opponent, got to go on the road. Obviously we've got something tremendously to play for, so trying to get ourselves ready.
And just as you were saying, you could stump about it all year long, but you win your 9-2, you lose your 8-3, but all against Division I teams. It seems you really put the work in and did the non-conference, and you came up one game, one play short against your only conference loss. So just thoughts about that their resume as a whole.
Right. Well, obviously I'm biased, all right, but I'll go ahead and take this time. And last year was 7-4, was 7 FCS wins, but we lost those 2 non-conference games with Kennesaw and Missouri State, and lost the coin flip and didn't get in, and disappointing, but to a certain extent I get it. Okay, we had 7 FCS wins, and there was some other teams that had more. All right, this year we've got 8. Okay, didn't get, doesn't look like we'll get the automatic berth, okay, with 1 game left. All right, but but you've got right now on the table 8 FCS wins. Okay, and you've been in the top 20, for the last, 5 weeks or something like that. Our league's expanded to 10 teams. Okay, and so deserves to have 2 teams in, especially if the second team's going to have a minimum of 8 wins. Okay, so I hope that's how it's looked at. I hope I get it. I told our team, hey, 9 wins, I'm 99.9% sure. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing to say 99.9, not 100%. So that's disappointing. Okay, but the ball bounces different ways. So if it doesn't, and you end up 8-3 with a loss to Georgia, okay, and with the last play of the game lost to Gardner quality team Gardner Webb, who got a chance to win the automatic bid this week. All right, and a quality Sanford team. So to sit here and say that I don't realize that those are the things at stake. Yeah, I get it, but we're a quality team. We have been for the last 21. This program went to the second round of the playoffs. With an injured team, without your player of the year, Keon Howard at quarterback, and represented in the tournament really well. And then so last year didn't get to go with some some different situations, and this year you're back. So hopefully that committee will see we're a quality program, and our league expanding to 10 teams, and the partnership of that deserves 2, and some other teams don't deserve 5 and 6, that our conference deserves 2. And so if not, it's a slap in your face as well. You're part of this as well.
Coach, appreciate those thoughts, and best luck this weekend at Sanford, and we'll hopefully be talking to you about a playoffs at some point.
Well, I appreciate it. So make sure to tell Beth to get on the phone. All right. And she can give people my cell number if needed.